Today's video, I'm going to be doing a video about the 10th death anniversary of the late actor and dancer, singer, and songwriter Patrick Wayne Swayze. His 10th death anniversary was September 14th. I didn't get to do a video about it last month due to class going on, like homework, etc. So I'm doing it today. I was 18 when Patrick Swayze died 10 years ago. Patrick Swayze was born on August 18, 1952 in Houston, Texas. He gained fame with appearances in films in the 80s, well known for his tough guy and romantic male lead roles in movies, giving him a wide fan base with female audiences, seeing him as a sex symbol. I mean, hey, the ladies love Patrick Swayze. Can't blame them. He was named by People magazine as the sexiest man alive back in 1991. Swayze was in the hit movie Dirty Dancing with actress Jennifer Grey. There were also other movies that he was in. There was the other movie Ghost, starring Swayze, Demi Moore, and Whoopi Goldberg. Swayze and Demi Moore played boyfriend and girlfriend couple, Sam and Molly. Swayze's character Sam ends up being killed by a mugger. Demi Moore's character Molly is crying over him as Sam discovers he is a ghost and can't interact with the mortal world. Wow, his character dies in the movie, and as in reality, Patrick Swayze ends up dying himself. Everyone is aware of the famous pottery wheel scene in the movie. Plenty of shows have done parodies of the pottery wheel scene, like 2.5 Men with Allen and Walden. Yes, this was when Ashton Kutcher was on the show after Charlie Sheen was fired. Yeah, so I remember that episode where Allen and Walden were doing that pottery scene. And it would make sense that 2.5 Men at the time would do the pottery scene, since Ashton Kutcher was married to Demi Moore. In fact, here's a picture of Patrick Swayze and his wife, Lisa, with Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher. Isn't that something? Yeah, all four of them in one picture. This is nice. I don't know what Ashton Kutcher was thinking of cheating on Demi Moore. What the heck, Ashton? What's up with all this cheating going on? But yeah, anyways, it wasn't just 2.5 Men. Family Guy, Glee, Bob's Burgers, 16, and other shows have done the pottery wheel scene parody. He was also in the Chippendales Saturday Night Live skit with the late Chris Farley, the same skit that killed Farley according to Chris Rock. Here is Lisa Niemi. This is the beautiful woman who married Patrick Swayze. They were married for 34 years. Did you hear me? 34 years. That's a blessing on their part. These two lovebirds were married from June 12, 1975 until the day Swayze died on September 14th, 10 years ago. They also had no children. But from what I've read, Patrick Swayze actually said that he regrets not having children. I guess he and Lisa tried to have children, but the first time Lisa had a miscarriage. Then he tried to get her pregnant again, but it was no use. She couldn't get pregnant. But yeah, they didn't have any children. But people say that when you're married, you have to have children, which is not true. Just because you're married and just because your wife has a vagina doesn't mean you guys, should have kids. Couples have their right to not have children, okay? I'm sick and tired of people saying, oh, you're selfish that you don't want to have children, but you guys are married. Or they think it's weird to be a married couple, but you don't have kids. Who are you? Just because you have kids doesn't mean everybody else has to, okay? It's fine if couples don't want to have children. Maybe, the wife can't have children for whatever reason. Did you ever think of that with the whole miscarriage thing or whatnot? Or maybe she doesn't want to have children because she's fine with just being married, and that's that. Maybe she just doesn't want to have a lot of responsibilities on her plate when it comes to taking care of children, along with her having a job and whatnot. And especially since children cost a lot of money. She doesn't have anything against children. She just prefers not to have children. Or maybe it's just some couples that don't like children. And yeah, sure, they were children once, but they're not children anymore. So you get my point. These two met in 1970. Patrick was 18 and Lisa was 14. Lisa was taking dance lessons from Swayze's mother. Patrick said Lisa was his inspiration for his She's Like the Wind song. In late December 2007, Patrick was beginning to suffer a burning feeling in his stomach. 3 weeks later, in mid-January 2008, he was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. He was obviously fighting hard. He told one reporter, "My treatments are working and I am winning the battle." In January 2009, he and Lisa did an interview for ABC with Barbara Walters. On September 14, 2009, with family at his side, Swayze died at the age of 57 in Los Angeles, California, just 20 months after his cancer diagnosis and a month after his 57th birthday. He would be 67 right now if he was still living. He was cremated and his ashes were scattered over his New Mexico ranch. The risk factors for pancreatic cancer includes tobacco, smoking, obesity, diabetes, and certain rare genetic conditions. Swayze stated that his chain smoking probably had something to do with the development of his disease. He was a heavy smoker for 40 years, and he once admitted to smoking 60 cigarettes a day. 60 cigarettes? Oh, Patrick Swayze, why? 60 cigarettes? Seriously? Who does that? You are not human if you're going to smoke 60 cigarettes a day. That sounds like an addiction. Something's not right. You are not human if you do that. Was he that stressed? What? Oh my, 60 cigarettes? There are even photos of him still smoking before his death. Even when he has stage 4 pancreatic cancer, he was still smoking. This is a picture of him back in February of 2009 as he waits for his wife. Here's another picture of him smoking a month before he died. It's like, wait, why are you still smoking but you got pancreatic cancer? Does that make sense for somebody to still be smoking but they got pancreatic cancer? Lisa had a hard time with the loss of Patrick. She says that he's always going to be with me. We were married for almost 35 years. There's no way I can erase that relationship. And there were difficult days, of course, for them. Occasionally fight, but in general, there was a time where the couple always spent together was loving and happy. She also says we didn't talk about death. We were too busy living and trying to keep a positive attitude. We called ourselves optimistic realists. And when they were together, Patrick Swayze and Lisa were considered one of the longest Hollywood couples ever. Because it's not a lot of Hollywood couples that are married for a long time. Most of them don't even make it to 10 years, for crying out loud. I mean, it's not just Hollywood couples, couples in general. You know, you're not going to see couples like Patrick Swayze and Lisa Niemi and among others to be married for a long time. 5 years after his death, Lisa remarried. She is now married to Albert DiPrisco. They met through mutual friends and dated more than a year before he surprised her with a ring on Christmas Eve in 2013. They were married on May 25, 2014. She keeps her late husband's legacy and memory alive when releasing the Patrick Swayze documentary for Paramount Network. I Am Patrick Swayze. I even did a tribute video to this couple, like back in 2010. There's a link in the description box to check out the tribute video. It's not a day where she doesn't think about her husband. Even though she's remarried, their love is still there. She still loves him, even after his death, even after 10 years since he's passed away. And she'll always love him. I mean, obviously, if he didn't pass away, they would still be together. This year in 2019, it'll be 44 years since they've been married. So if he was still alive, they would still be together. She wouldn't have gotten remarried. Yeah, but just because he passed away and she got remarried doesn't mean she doesn't think of him less or she doesn't love him anymore. I mean, people got on Patton Oswalt for remarrying after his first wife died back in 2016. And then a year later, he married his second wife in November of 2017. And people got on him because they probably felt like he really didn't love his wife. Now, I can understand that. Now, I don't know Patton Oswalt personally. I don't know him personally. So I'm not going to judge and easily assume that he didn't love his wife. I'm pretty sure he possibly loved his wife. But I can understand why people got on him because it's like, your wife died in 2016. And a year later, you just thought about getting remarried that soon? And then I remember when Corey Monteith passed away, you know, Lea Michele was dating this one guy that she met on the set of her one music video. And, people got on her because they felt like, that she didn't really love Corey or whatnot, and it wasn't right. And listen, Leah Michelle still loves Corey Monteith, okay? I wish Corey Monteith was still alive. I wish him and Leah Michelle would have gotten married. They would have gotten married by now, probably would have had some kids. It don't feel right for her to be married to somebody else. It doesn't. It sucks. But that doesn't mean she don't love the guy. I mean, ever since he passed away, she been posting tweets on the day that he died, saying, I miss you and rest in peace, and sharing fond memories when they were on Glee and stuff like that. So she still loves Corey. She'll always love him. She never stopped loving him. Then they doing the same thing with Celine Dion because, her husband passed away as well. Check this out.
You ready for love again at some point?
I am in love. You don't see it? Love is not necessarily to marry again. When I see a rainbow, when I see a sunset, a beautiful dance number, I laugh, I cry. I'm in love. I go on stage every night because I love what I do. So I'm very much in love.
Oh, you tell her, Celine Dion. See, Celine Dion says, I don't have to get remarried to find love again. Love can be anywhere. See? So basically she's saying she's fine. She can still find love without getting remarried. Okay? I mean, people are wondering if she's going to remarry. Look, Celine Dion has to make the decision for herself. Look, if she's fine and not remarrying anymore, in a way can find happiness, that's all that matters. Okay? Why are you worrying about her getting remarried? That's up to her. But if she doesn't want to get married, then she has every right, and that means that she's fine. Okay? But anyways, this has been the video. Rest in peace, Patrick Swayze. Tell me your thoughts where you were when Patrick Swayze passed away on September 14th, 2009.
Hi there. I'm Lisa Naomi Swayze, and I hear that there is a Dirty Dancing Festival going on right now in Lake Lure. And I know this because my good friend Stacey Weidlitz, who co-wrote She's Like the Wind with Patrick, was there last year, and I believe he's here again this year, along with Frankie Privet. And he said that everybody at this festival had an absolutely fabulous time. And I'm sure that that's exactly what's happening again this year. And this year it's particularly special because it is the 10th anniversary of the Dirty Dancing Festival, but also it is the 10th anniversary of Patrick's passing. And I thank you guys for showing up and supporting the fight against pancreatic cancer. I know that Patrick fought very hard against this disease, and that if his bringing awareness to it had one iota of help to those who are trying to survive it, and maybe even beating it, which one day we will do, he would consider it his highest honor. Why? Because he's that kind of guy. So, that said, if I were channeling Patrick right now, this is what he would say to you. For all those intrepid souls who dare to enter the lift contest, yes, that one. He's saying, good luck, give it your all, and may the force be with you. Hey, you guys, have the time of your life. That's important. Have fun. Thank you. Thank you very much.